So, hello everyone, and welcome to week 6 of prayers of the Mother. Yeah, so just 1 minute of a silence, and then we can begin sharing our experiences. So, I would request anyone to begin with and share your experience of listening to the prayer or the reading and contemplating on the prayer.
Can I start, Monica?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Monica, I just got a chance to read it only twice. I was slightly busy, but still, whatever I could gather was. I really loved that part. I found it very beautiful because, it is for the first time that I have come across this. I mean, this has hit me. Like, when the prayer says that the divine takes a human body so that we can become divine. Else, we would keep saying that they are divine and we only worship them. Up till now, I only used to envision the divine. I mean, our gurus or mother. I
Mm,
used to think that they were all perfect, nothing's wrong with them, and their path was the chosen one. They did not have to face any difficulty, and so. But when mother shares her experience in this prayer,
mm,
this is something so trivial, For I thought this is something very trivial, and it only bothers me
mm,
because in a day-to-day life, this is one of the biggest thing. I try to avoid it, no matter how much I try to avoid giving myself negative suggestions, but I end up doing that.
mm,
The more I try, the more I fall into the trap.
mm,
And so when I read this, I was like, okay, it happens with, I mean, mother saying that is something, I don't know.
mm,
And I had a very small experience day before yesterday. I just read that this prayer in the morning, and I had gone out on Sunday evening somewhere, and I happened to eat something which I generally don't. We were in a group, so I ended up eating a few things. At that time, nothing crossed. Since we were in the group, nothing happened, and everything went off very well. And after 2 hours, while we were coming back, it just hit me like this, ki acha aaj khaya, nothing happened. You know, it's all
mm,
good.
mm.
You won't believe, Monica. This is like a magic. It happens. 2 घंटे कुछ नहीं हुआ, and then I started getting a stomach ache, and it stayed with me the whole night. Yesterday, I had medicines, everything, and I kept on thinking, why did that thought came to me? Why did it come to me?
Mm,
Then at night when I was sleeping yesterday night, I was really getting a little bothered by that ache, and I was wondering, मेरे से कभी कुछ नहीं होगा. I keep on doing this again and again. But
mm,
then suddenly I realized that, okay, chalo, let me invoke peace, and that process all of
mm,
it.
mm,
And that part which you said really helped me, feeling peace wala thing, because I was not actually doing it properly, I feel. So I
mm.
just kept quiet, although I found it a little difficult because I was having the ache, and
Yeah,
feeling peace in that place becomes slightly
difficult.
difficult.
Yes,
But still, I tried to do it, and believe me, it does not come back. Touch wood.
beautiful.
it just went off. So it is
Mm,
something, I mean, these prayers are so helpful for me coming at the right
mm,
time.
mm.
Yeah. Thank
Beautiful.
you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, this invocation of peace, I feel that it has to become a practice, because then when the need arises, just like you said, when it's aching badly, then one is only able to do very nicely, as you're saying, this is just the beginning. And the more you make it a practice of doing, बेशक सब कुछ ठीक जा रहा है ऊपर ऊपर से, but even then you are not leaving, invoking stillness, immobility and peace in the body. I think it will really do wonders, in cases of acute emergency, or wherever, we need it badly, in states of emotional confusions even. Yeah, so that's really so beautiful to hear. Thank you. So anyone next would like to go next?
I can go if no one is going.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know if this is the right forum, but I would just like to say something about what Gurpreet ji just shared, like about, this sentence that, सब कुछ ठीक है, and immediately something goes wrong. Like, I guess it happens to almost everyone. I mean, it also happens with me a lot. And somehow what I found out for myself was that, when I'm saying कि चलो अच्छा हुआ, सब कुछ ठीक है, or thank God nothing happened this time, I've noticed that there's always a fear in me that अगर होगा तो problem होगी. So it comes again to tell me कि yes, it came again and still I'm okay. It came again and still I'm okay. It doesn't define me. So somehow for me that kind of really helped, that okay, it's there for a purpose, and I can now see the fear more clearly, and I can, kind of work on that. So this,
Yeah.
and it's surprising how it, I don't know, like always almost happens. But of course, it's like other, like rejection and all I've seen that works too. And what Gurpreet ji shared was beautiful, like peace and stillness. But ये मुझे जो fear एक दिखा के जब मैं बोलती हूँ, that I found to be quite helpful for me to discovery.
Mm.
Yeah. So about this week's prayer, my sharing, first of all, I never, in the sense, I could feel that, but I could not put it in words. What Alokda shared in the beginning only, that how the Buddha, the Rama, the Krishna, they don't, we don't see the human element in them as such. Like if we see them, it's very distant. Like we all, kind of, I remember seeing Rama kind of, crying for Sita, but that's like, what's going on inside, you never know. So felt the humanly divine angle जो उन्होंने एक चीज बोली, I really like that it's so amazing to be able to see things from that angle, because somehow we associate avatars as something different, and that's why it's so hard to follow, because the bridge seems too big between them and us.
Yeah.
And so I had really liked that. And yeah, and one thing I would want you to elaborate on, if you could. You know how it said that a great problem presented itself before me, and my illness covered it with its veil. So,
Mm.
what's your understanding of, how it covered it with the veil, and how does this work? Like it's as if trying to stop, right? I think आगे यही था कि so
Mm.
that I cannot work on that
Mm.
thing. And yeah, and this another thing, invoking the sense of divine love is none else but Mahakali. This
Mm.
also somehow, I don't know if it's like a factual, I mean, it must be a factual thing, but for me it isn't. So, in case you can speak a bit on this as well,
Mm.
this thing, and this is about the questions and about just the prayer. Like there was just also like this thing now that's covering that people will not understand that if I do it in a harder way, like if something, kind of
Yeah, yeah.
happens in a bad way,
Uh-huh.
like it's amazing that how our first response is that, God does not exist because
Mm.
something bad happens to me, and it takes a long time. That's like kind of a chain of event, ke some kind of a very big thing happens, and your first thing is like the whole journey starts, and usually the first step is that the God doesn't exist, and slowly you, I guess, merge back into it. But it was very interesting to see it.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think I'm done. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, what you shared, Taru, the thing, the first that you shared regarding whenever it comes back, and mother also shares on the path of integral yoga and in general on spiritual path. All these things that happen to us externally, so called maybe galat kha liya, या maybe some incident with a person or anything in the life, मुझे लगता है it's all just a trigger. There is, in fact, we can just categorize all of that happening externally with persons, situations, all these so-called external things, as on we can categorize them into one category, which is called a trigger. And what I need to be aware of if I am on this spiritual path is the inner movement, as you shared, as Taru was sharing, it was still able to trigger that fear in me. It was still able to make me feel limited or whatever. It can be anything. So the thing is not there in the face value. So at the mind level, it is not going to get resolved कि वहाँ की external situation ठीक हो जाए तब मैं ठीक हो जाऊंगी. Not at all. It's like, as long as the inner movement does not get stabilized, it does not get sorted within, which we are on the way, by invoking peace, by knowing our movements fully, कि mental movement क्या है, feeling का क्या movement है, क्यों है, why is it there, what is the selfish agenda, what is the selfish motive. So as if we are trying to understand, not through the mind, but maybe more through experiences, uh, understand what is this machinery which I call as myself. What are these triggers and what are these inner movements. इसके इतनी छोटी सी बात कहने से इतना बड़ा चीज कैसे हिल जाती है. What is the agenda there? So it's actually a beautiful, adventurous world inside of all of us. And if we more kind of focus on that rather than what was the trigger and all that external stuff that we get ourselves into, in fact, meddled affairs, वहां पे जाने का कोई सेंस नहीं है. आई जस्ट हैव टू वर्क ऑन माई सेल्फ एंड slowly as I become, if I can say, solid enough, then the impact can be also on the external situations, external persons. So yeah, thank you for sharing that little stuff, which actually is really very profound. Yeah. So yeah, next one, Himanshi or Preeti, whoever wants to go next. Himanshi, Preeti, are you there?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just give me a few minutes. I'll just go a little later.
ठीक है.
I'm right. I'm here.
Okay, fine. Himanshi, would you like to go? Like to share your experience of the week 6 prayer or anything else? Okay, I think Himanshi may be not able to hear. Okay, so I am just then following the document, elaborating upon it, and as and when we are ready, we can share. Yeah, so as you, Gurpreet ji also shared in the beginning that, it's like we always have a look at the finished product. We always have this tendency towards looking at the white or the black. या तो एक इंसान बहुत ही गंदा है और या तो एक इंसान बिल्कुल भगवान है. So the shades of gray that a person goes through are never visible, and that is what comes visible to more or less in some extent in mother's prayer, when mother is on this path as a human being, towards this path of surrender, complete surrender to the divine grace. How is it happening? What all mother is going through? And this really is very grounding in nature, because we see that mother also goes through so many disturbances, so many confusions, but she's not giving up. She's not saying that I am not fit enough for this path and mere se to kuch nahi hoga, all that kind of guilt and despair and depression. So she's not going there. She sees the mistake very objectively, and then in whatever time that she's ready, she corrects it and she moves on, even with more intensity. और हमारे साथ what happens mostly is that we take it on our shoulders, that मुझसे गलती हुई, or we make it a burden on our head, that this belongs to me. It's really strange how we do it, that how we take all the burden of mistakes on ourselves. I think this is, to me, it sometimes appears that it is more a kind of a excuse of not going ahead. Because if I am burdened with my mistakes, how would I move ahead? So it's my inertia which is actually living my life. The inertia is not letting me move. I am giving in to the inertia of not moving ahead, not progressing ahead through that mistake. While if I objectively look at all the mistakes, so-called mistakes on the path, and I correct it like an experiment, like a scientist does, then I would not be able to not progress ahead in life. हाँ, तब मुझे I will have to be responsible for myself. By taking the burden of all the mistakes on me and not allowing myself to move on this path, I actually am very acting very irresponsibly, if I can say, because I don't want to work on myself. I don't want to be responsible for the mistake. Yes, I did that mistake, and it was a very ugly mistake, and I hope I never do it again, but now I am ready to move on. That kind of a strength, if one can slowly develop, like a, some certain kind of a besharmi, if I can say, that I don't feel uh, kind of full of shame owing to the wickedness I did. I know that it was a wrong step, but I am ready to move on. And that is why I shared last time also, that is why Kabir talks about being a surma on this path, because this is not easy. And anyway, life is not easy, either this way or the other way. Gurpreet Jia, you want to share something?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask something. Monica, sometimes it's not inertia. I feel हम खुद ही कोशिश कर करके we get very disheartened, that this is not working. Because this happens with me a lot, because I've been trying this, since a long time. ये negative suggestion control करना, I don't know, and we keep hearing it from outside, negative thinking, that is a very pylon kind and a pressure kind of thing on you, I feel, because I always feel ki, I'm not thinking right, and I generally go low. I get disheartened, discouraged, I want to work very badly for it, but somehow I just lose it because of this feeling, so
Mm.
this becomes more difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, true. So here, mother is sharing her own journey, and as Alokda is sharing that hardly any mystic has done that. Hardly any master has shared, uh, day-to-day experiences of what they are going through. That they are also going through depression. That they are also, being attacked by evil suggestions and negative forces many a times. We see the finished product and the method and a technique, but hardly any mystic is ready to tell us what all happened, right? So then further we are, uh, yeah, I think this is really beautiful how when Buddha must be leaving his wife and child, what all in thoughts and feelings went on in his head, we don't know. We just see that the Buddha achieved nirvana and then he enlightened so many people. We have no idea what he went through as a human being, because he was split between this one consciousness which is ready to ascend to the highest, and the other human consciousness at the level of human emotions, human thoughts, human suffering. What is that person going through who belongs to a particular house, who has a child, who has a wife? What that person is going through, because that person is also a part of the Buddha that we call today, right? So that we have no idea, and this is really a beauty that mother shares, that mother is on the same ground as us human beings, and that's why she's making us more capable, that if I can do it through so many difficulties, many of us can, most of us can. Yeah. So here, yeah, as it is shared that we often begin to worship, idolize someone कि ये हमसे बहुत दूर है, far far away from us, कभी ऐसा बन तो नहीं पाएंगे. और ये क्या करता है, when we have these kind of thoughts in our mind that हम कभी ऐसा नहीं बन पाएंगे, again a negative suggestion, then this is nothing but a protection for our littleness. कुछ है मेरे अंदर जो बड़ा होने से डरता है, कुछ है मेरे अंदर जो छोटा भी नहीं रहना चाहता, बट बड़ा होने से बहुत डर लगता है उसको. तो वो क्या करता है, वो जो कुछ है वो बड़े को दूर कर देता है. वो कहता है ये तो बहुत दूर है, मेरे बस का नहीं है, बट मैं इसकी पूजा कर सकता हूँ, राइट? और इस पूजा में जब मैं पूजा कर रहा हूँ किसी की, और मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ साथ में कि वो तो बहुत बड़ा है, मेरे से बहुत दूर है, मेरे बस का नहीं है, मैं सिर्फ पूजा कर सकता हूँ, एट द सेम टाइम आई एम ऑल्सो enforcing my littleness, and I'm making sure that the littleness stays in me, that the littleness does not transform into something which is more refined, more pure. That is the challenge we all face, not to idolize something, but maybe to idolize and move towards it, get inspired and move towards it, not make it a distant thing that I cannot achieve it, not to get disheartened. And this whole process of surrender that mother shares is always about not getting disheartened, no matter how ugly, how stupid a mistake may be. And that is actually, मुझे लगता है, that is the beauty of human progressive life, a life in evolution which human beings have been granted, where from a very little thing we have to move towards divinity. From those very little movements, so-called ugly movements, we have to refine them, make purer, make them really purer. And I was thinking, what is the need of all these negative emotions after all? This jealousy, hate, revenge, anger, fear. These are very intense emotions, and I'm sure there must be many layers to their interpretations. But today it just dawned upon me that it's very important for me to have greed and desire in the beginning. It's like a ladder, the first steps of the ladder, because it is important to move from inertia of not becoming anything. So I have uh, I am being born into a kind of a stage, and I have to now progress towards a refined, towards a purer stage of my own evolution. अब मुझे हिलाता क्या है? हिलाती सारी वही चीजें हैं जो गंध से भरी हुई हैं. मुझे ग्रीड हिलाती है. ग्रीड क्या करती है? मुझे धक्का देती है. ग्रीड एज इफ इट पुशेस मी. The greed pushes me to work towards something. If I am greedy about something, what do? I get up from my bed and I work towards it. I want to have it, right? So it moved me from my inertia. Desire, it moved me. In desire, I can go to any limit. I will not stay in my comfort zone if I am running after my desire, if I'm really intensely desiring something. So all these negative emotions, even anger, revenge, they move us. They move us from the tamasic inertia. Only then, after a while, when I realize that okay, it was just to move me, and in effect, as such, those negative emotions, they don't have anything per se in themselves. They were just there to move me. Then that step of the ladder has to be shed, and then further we have to go on. further refining and refining, because now anger is not necessary. It has moved me enough. I am now capable. I am responsible. Desire has moved me. Now it has woken me up to maybe a new level of consciousness within myself. Anger, revenge, greed. So all the things Mother also says at other place, that all things in this world, the only thing is that they are not at its proper place. There is nothing wrong with this world. Things are not at its proper place. So greed has its proper place at the first, second, third rung of the ladder. Then it has to be left. Anger has its proper place. Anger moves things. If we want to source something, anger, aggression may be needed. But then it has to be let go of. Further, it cannot go ahead. Just like if I am climbing to a rooftop, using a ladder, I cannot take the ladder to the terrace alongside. Terrace तक जाने के लिए वो ladder जरूरी था. The ladder was just important until the terrace. Now I cannot imagine that holding the terrace, I climb onto the peak of the terrace, holding the ladder, right? So everything if at its proper place, even the so-called negative emotions, I think then we really kind of understand the purpose behind all our movements. Then we kind of have a, just like अपने कबर्ड में sorting करते हैं कपड़ों की, छोटे कपड़े यहाँ, बड़े कपड़े यहाँ, पजामे यहाँ, कुर्ते यहाँ. Just like that, we also get sorted from within. The inner movements get kind of placed, and this sorting obviously then goes on for a lifetime. It's not that we can just rest after that. Yeah. So here it's really so beautiful that the path is every moment, every second, all the time. It's not that when I'm going for a walk or sleeping or maybe relaxing with a cup of tea, that is not my path. That is also part of the path. It's also process. Eating outside, as we were saying, that is also part of the spiritual path. Not to hide it from the light, even at that point of time. Yeah.
Monica,
Ji. Yes, please.
when you were just talking about all those negative emotions, उसी समय मैं भी सोच रही थी कि वो first negative emotion एक strong वाला, क्योंकि we are all very pure and clean. The way we are brought up, we are good children. हमारे पेरेंट्स हमें अच्छी बातें ही सिखाते हैं, हम एक अच्छा इंसान ही बनते हैं. वो मैं अपने में ढूंढ रही थी वो कब आई थी मेरे में, that some insecurity or fear, that strong one which kind of जो मुझ पे थोड़ा सा हावी सा हुआ था. So I was just thinking अभी, and I just went back and I just thought of how after marriage, just because my mother-in-law had some past experiences, so she was insecure, and so maybe it kind of showed on me. So I was just thinking, ये हम लोग शेयर क्यों नहीं कर पाते हैं ऐसी बातें, ताकि उनको सॉर्ट आउट कर सके लाइफ में. बिकॉज एज ए यंग डॉटर इन लॉ, एज ए न्यू डॉटर इन लॉ, मे बी मैं नहीं कर पाई होंगी. आई एम जस्ट टेकिंग एन एग्जांपल कि ऐसा क्या था, ईगो था, क्या था. अगर हम उसको सॉर्ट आउट ही कर देते, इंस्टेड ऑफ जस्ट piling on and then it becoming so big that maybe it took a form of disease for me and maybe something for her. So एंड हम सॉर्ट नहीं कर पाते हैं, हम प्रॉब्लम्स को उस समय सॉर्ट आउट नहीं कर पाते हैं. वो चीज लैकिंग है हमारे अपब्रिंगिंग में. और फियर को भी शेयर नहीं कर पाना. ये तो सिखाया जाता है, अच्छे इंसान बनो, ये रहो, वो रहो, रिस्पेक्ट एवरीवन. वो करते करते हम औरों को रिस्पेक्ट ज्यादा करते रह जाते हैं और अपने आप को थोड़ा सा कम समझने लग जाते हैं कि हाँ कोई कारण होगा, ये ऐसे कर रही हैं. मैं वो ढूंढ रही थी कि उनका क्या कारण होगा. वो ढूंढती रह गई मैं 6 साल. I mean, till I was hit by the first autoimmune disease that I had, thyroid. I mean, I can go back and I can see, because I couldn't speak, my throat, I couldn't express. So I think my thyroid took the all the blow. I mean, after all, it's the gland which starts getting affected in that region. We know that, we little bit science of chakras and all that we've understood now. So अगर हम उसी को नेगेटिव चीज को निप कर पाए या बिना डरे एक्सप्रेस कर पाए, I think we can prevent a lot of things.
Bilkul. And even when a dar is present, to be able to experience fear properly, right? Not to shy away, not to be afraid of fear itself, not to be afraid of expressing fear, because fear is a very natural emotion which all of us go through. So why not admit that yes, I am fearful. I can go through fear. So anyone of you, would you like to share on what Preeti was sharing? Why are we not able to discuss these negative emotions? Why are they not part of our daily life? What is the fear? Yeah.
Monica, when I was hearing Preeti ji, I too had a very, very similar experience, And I think, if I'm not mistaken, maybe probably we belong to the same generation, where we were taught and brought up in the fashion where we were not given space. And we felt that it was not right to speak, to express yourself or your
Mhm.
discomforts. At least that is how I was brought up. And I was not at all aware whether things, even when things were wrong, when I see it today, back then, how, like she was saying, her mother-in-law, of course she had her own traumas in the past, which were taking an expression, and it were coming upon me, and that, I mean, she was behaving because of her own conditioning and things like that. And what I want to say is the way we behaved at that time, why we were not able to react first, because that was what was expected out of us. Even our parents expected us to behave like that.
Mm,
The whole society expects us to do that.
mm,
But that is one part of it. And I've gone through a lot of, physical illness, because this does manifest very badly physically.
mm,
And probably I always thought, that divine had some plan to put me in that situation so that I could get a physical manifestation, so that I could further walk along this path. I always felt this was the biggest secret, that is why, divine gave me those kind of things.
mm,
But again, I would say, you this is not just one side of it कि okay, मुझे तो इस तरफ इस रास्ते आना था, इसलिए ये situation मिली. One thing which I would like to share here with Preeti is that 2 years पहले मुझे बहुत जबरदस्त ये hit की थी बात कि where am I, who am I, और physically I was in a very distorted condition and all. So I'm very surprised how things, go and connect themselves so beautifully. When I started, I was coming along this path. ये मेरी journey बहुत पुरानी है, 15-20 years से मैं बहुत struggle कर रही हूँ. But अभी 2 साल पहले I started my therapy, which is a complete no-no thing in India, But
mm,
I went along this path not because I have ऐसे, अगर apparently देखोगे तो no issues with me, मुझे कोई problem नहीं हो रही है. I'm functioning very normally. But I just wanted to know myself, what went wrong where, who am I. Probably most of us don't know who we are, what
mm,
our feelings are, what our fears are, why do I behave in this fashion. It's Therapy is something so beautiful. I'll recommend it to everyone,
mm,
where it is very unfortunate that we don't get to know ourselves in our lifetimes.
mm,
So, and if any of you can ever try it, I would say, simultaneously with your spiritual path, it would just be very, very beautiful, where you'll get all your answers. I think, along with of course, the spiritual path helps. I mean, this is the biggest thing that is happening. But yes, therapy is a beautiful thing. And
mm,
what Preeti was saying, I can completely relate to. Yeah.
mm. Yeah. Thank you so much, Preeti. Yeah. Anyone else would like to say anything?
I'll also share that what I learned after that. Two things that मैं अपनी ego को control में रखूं. मैं एक बहुत छोटी सी चीज हूँ. Like I'm just a small. I shouldn't blow too much in my ego. I shouldn't, kind of start thinking too much about myself. And second thing, I cannot change anyone. I learned that lesson at that time. So क्या हुआ कि मैं कुछ और चीजें करने लगी अपने आप को अपना टाइम और एनर्जी कंज्यूम करने के लिए.
Mm,
तो एक्सप्रेस एक आध बार किया भी होगा तो आई वाज लाइक शट डाउन. सो फिर आप दूसरी तरफ चल पड़ते हो कि अच्छा मैं कोई और रास्ता ढूंढती हूँ, मैं कुछ और करती हूँ। आई थिंक गॉड ही विलिंगली कुछ निकल आता है आपके लिए, बिकॉज आपके अंदर इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग कुछ होता है कि व्हाट डू आई डू, यू नो, यू लाइक so frustrated, so anything, something came along, so उससे क्या हुआ कि मैं डिस्टेंट हो गई उल्टा। मुझे कुछ और कॉज या कुछ और काम या कोई और चीज जिससे मुझे आराम मिलता था, मैं वो पकड़ लिया मैंने। तो उन रिलेशन से फिर और डिस्टेंट हो गई उल्टा। मैं बिल्कुल मतलब आई कुडंट कनेक्ट ever with my mother-in-law. I mean, I'll just take that example because I just see that how, you know, she affected a lot of things. So फिर मैं बिल्कुल ही डिस्टेंट हो गई। इतना चलते कि
What did you gain out of that distantness or aloofness from your mother-in-law, Preeti, if I may ask, if you look back now?
on one front, I felt very satisfied about my work that I was doing for the whatever causes that I was connected with. But with her, that connect just went away because I knew I cannot change her. And I didn't even try after that.
Yeah.
Then I didn't try. I just kept being myself, and I just kept taking the way things were in the house, and I just looked, you know, for work which was which would connect with my way of thinking. And like I went into the environment and spiritually, thankfully my son got admission in MIS, and then mother and Shiv Aurobindo and ashram came in my life, and so just yoga and, you know, things like that. So तो घर में कम और वहाँ इन चीजों में मैंने अपने आप को डाल दिया बिल्कुल। सो घर में तो जस्ट एक फॉर्मेलिटी के रूप पे बैठ गए, खा लिया, बात कर ली, ऐसे होता था। एंड देन आई वुड that was my learning, and then they started accepting that. Initially वो भी उनको बुरा लगा था, पर जब उन्होंने फिर बाद में देखा कि you know ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं कर रही है कि जिससे कुछ हार्म होगा, so you know everybody looks for who's doing why and what. बहुत लोग critically analyze करते हैं बैठ बैठ के,
जी
हर किसी को।
And did that all this disconnection that you felt with your mother-in-law, do you think that it made more like it kind of pushed you in yourself, within yourself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
मतलब मुझे दूसरी चीजों में कंफर्ट मिलने लगा ना फिर, मतलब I couldn't find that comfort around her, and you know there was no way that we could live in a, you know, joint family में रहना ही था, तो so मैं घर में कम दिखती थी और अपने छोटे छोटे कामों में जो लगी रहती थी, I used to find comfort there, I think.
Yes.
That's what happened.
Great. Thank you, Preeti. Yeah. Taru, you were sharing something?
Yeah, actually I think most of it has been covered, but अपने एक्सपीरियंस से जैसे उन्होंने बोला कि हम क्यों नहीं शेयर कर पाते या उसी टाइम क्यों नहीं रोक पाते, तो आई वुड से दैट यू नो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो खुद को भी नहीं पता होता है, इफ आई लुक एट माई सेल्फ कि यू नो व्हाट इज माई ट्रूथ, कि why is like something bothered me, and I get so lost initially in the drama of the situation, then and I also obviously do not give you know priority to my peace of mind, कि कोई मेरे पे पानी फेंक रहा है मैं उन पे पानी फेंक रही हूँ कि you know वो ऐसी है मैं ऐसी हूँ टाइप, like I get into that whole thing and I forget where I want to be. And then when I realize कि oh this is not where I want to be, यहाँ पे तो कुछ है ही नहीं, to even know that this is not okay takes a bit of time to come to terms with it. And obviously अब तो ऐसा लगता है अब तो इतना टाइम हो गया अब कैसे बोलो टाइप, but obviously and then when it bothers you and beyond the point, मतलब finding I guess your own truth that this affects me negatively and I will not go there type is a very big realization, and then to act on it needs a lot of perseverance and again I think self-love and sincerity.
I think that is a really if one can realize that yes, there is confusion in life, and we all suffer from confusion between people in our life. That is, relationships are biggest of our challenges, if one can see in that way. And the beauty is that the more I see it, that no matter how much I may talk to a person, there will always be a communication gap. So कितना उसको communicate कर करके कितना पीछे पड़ के energy drain करके उसको solve करने की कोशिश करोगे, because two people are never alike. Two people are, no matter how much of best of friends they may be, if they start to live together, they will realize that yes, there are complications. It's hard to live together. While it's okay to meet once in a while, but it's really hard. And then we see slowly that, as Taru was sharing, what do I want in life? Do I want to indulge in this argument for which I have seen 20 years there is no resolution? Or do I want my peace of mind, which can be even now in the midst of all the chaos? And that is the beauty of, I have found personally, for my own confusions, for my own challenges, that I can, they can become a really overwhelming darkness on me in one moment. And in the next moment, if I remind myself again that my truth is peace, I want my peace in this moment, right now, in the midst of all this chaos, I can have it immediately. Immediately, I let go of all the mental burden. Kabir says, मन तू समझ के लाद लदनिया, पीना हो तो इहा पी ले, आगे देश निपनिया. हमको लगता है कि अगर मैं इस बंदे के साथ रिजॉल्व कर लूं सिचुएशन, तो आगे जाके मेरे को कंफर्ट मिल जाएगा. दैट आगे नेवर कम्स. पीना हो तो कबीर कह रहे हैं इहा पी ले. If you really want to invoke peace, if you want peace in your life, you have to get it right now in this moment, in the middle of the Mahabharata happening. Can you do that? Would you want to do that? Do we give ourselves so much of importance that yes, my peace in this moment is important? What shall I do now? Shall I plunge again into another argument, or shall I invoke peace? What do I want? What is my priority? These are the questions one has to keep on asking every moment as a reminder. What am I seeking in this moment? And friends, मुझे लगता है कि we think that other things take so much of value in our life sometimes, that we keep on back to back compromising inner peace, back to back, back to back. बाकी चीजें इतना ज्यादा तवज्जो लेती हैं लाइफ में, back to back, moment after moment, unless it becomes actually effortless to compromise on my peace, and then we have to gain back another memory. We have to give ourselves a new birth, sometimes after 30s, 40s, 50s. that ये मैं कर क्या रही हूँ, इतने समय से I am just compromising on my inner peace. It has become so effortless that I don't even realize that I am compromising on my inner peace. And the moment some experience dawns in our lives in front of us, like, as you were saying, an illness comes. Illness is nothing but a signal. The body, the spirit is saying, hey, please, be kind to yourself. Give your peace the most priority. You can let go of all that baggage. Peace. And then after the illness dawns upon us, after a really, like people go through near death experiences, and we practically experience a phase in our life where the mind stops working, where the mind is silent, whether it may be for a moment or so. The divine just gives us a taste. Ye lo, ye tha, chahiye. And that is the beauty of challenging moments, because there our mind stops working. It is beyond the mind, all that confusion, the difficulty, the overwhelming challenge in front of us. अब जब बिल्कुल still हो जाता है mind, that is a taste that the divine gives us. Here it was so simple. There is nothing in that mountain of जिसका हम राई का पहाड़ बनाते हैं. There is nothing there which appears so big sometimes. So we are very lucky. We are very, very lucky, those of us who have, whether due to a difficult challenge, difficult relationship, difficult situation in life, who have tasted that silence, that mind boggling of, silence of the mind, where the mind says, hey, I give up. I can't work anymore. I'm exhausted thinking about this. दौड़त दौड़त दौड़िया जहां लगी मन की दौड़, दौड़ थके मन स्थिर भया, तो वस्तु ठौर की ठौर. Here was the peace, never gone away. मैं ही पकड़ के बैठी हुई थी बैगेज को. और प्रॉब्लम ये होती है हमारे साथ, द चैलेंज, नॉट एग्जैक्टली ए प्रॉब्लम, द चैलेंज विद अस इज टू कॉन्स्टेंटली रिमाइंड अवरसेल्व्स ऑफ what I actually seek in life, so that the burden continuously keeps on shedding itself from my shoulders, because the burden has a tendency to pile upon again and again every moment, and I have to constantly smirk it off our shoulders, like shrug it off our shoulders. That is the challenge. And then it may pile up again, then I again shrug it off, and then slowly that becomes more effortless to take care of my peace, just like earlier it was effortless to compromise on my peace. And then the path towards surrender also becomes kind of smoother, not really smooth, but yes, better than before. Not like a अंदर ही हमारे महाभारत मची हुई है, एक पार्ट कह रहा है सरेंडर करना है, दूसरा कह रहा है नहीं करना है, नॉट लाइक दैट. Then the whole being moves towards surrender. So Priyanka is here today with us. Priyanka and Himanshi, would you like to share anything on whatever we are discussing? Or more like to listen, Priyanka, today?
Hi.
Yeah.
So just I wanted to go back to what all of us were discussing earlier. For me, I think we do not let out our negative emotion, probably because we have that fear of rejection, that we'll be rejected or we would be judged.
Beautiful.
So these two reasons, that I will be judged, they will look at my personality or my persona or me in certain way. And again, I think I also know that these are all the thoughts that we keep building. I remember reading or hearing one of your blogs or audios where it is all the imagination of our mind again, that if I do this, अगर मैं ये करूंगी तो वो शायद मेरे बारे में ऐसा सोचेंगे, और फिर वो वहां से पूरी ताना बाना जुड़ना शुरू हो जाता है ख्यालों का. So yes, this is what I would say. And I control my emotions a lot. And जब इससे पहले शायद प्रीति जी थी जो जिन्होंने बोला था अपने थायराइड के बारे में, so it just connected to me that I also take a very high dose of my thyroid, and still the reports are like horrible, if I may say. So शायद उन्होंने ये mention किया तो मुझे अब लग रहा है कि शायद ये इसी वजह से होगा, that probably I need to express what I'm going through in my mind and in my heart more to release that emotion.
Beautiful. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Priyanka. Thank you. I think this is very important where you shared this fear of rejection. Or, if we really look very closely, that when I want to be myself in that moment, whether it is a negative moment or a positive moment, I am not able to be myself because of the fear of rejection. And if I actually look deeply into it, I will see that I myself am not able to approve or validate that, yes, I am feeling that. Yes, I am feeling a lot of jealousy in this moment. I am going through fear in this moment. मेरे अपने ही दिमाग में जो परतें चढ़ी हुई हैं सामाजिक सोशल कंडीशनिंग, मेरे अपने अंदर घर करके वो बैठ गई हैं, और वो कह रही हैं, अब वो जैसे समाज हमारे अंदर आ गया है, अब समाज, क्योंकि इतने टाइम से समाज की ही सुनते जा रहे हैं, तो समाज अब अंदर से बोल रहा है मेरे कि ये सही नहीं है, ये सही नहीं है. So I myself have to validate my own feelings. Nobody else will ever be able to do if I myself not do it for myself. Yes, Priyanka.
So हमें फिर क्या करना चाहिए अगर हम वैलिडेट करते हैं कि yes I am feeling insecure
Yes,
और डर है या
yes,
jealousy है or any of these negative emotions that you're going through, so how do we deal with it, what do we
yeah,
do,
yeah.
because it needs to be done instantly, you
जी
know
बिल्कुल सही.
practice करके तो we I think we might overcome this, but instantly what should be our reaction to such an emotion?
Right, right, right. So, Priyanka, we have discussed in a previous prayer. I think that was the first prayer that we talked about. And there, through prayers and meditations, it is suggested a beautiful way, I would say, the ultimate way of dealing with all the emotions. See, हमको लगता है, if I tell a friend about my emotion, if I am able to express to the other person who is involved about my emotion, that is enough. Usually, that is never enough. कुछ ना कुछ वहां भी कॉम्प्लिकेशन रह जाती है. So here we are talking of the ultimate way of dealing with all the ups and downs of lives. And if you would like to know that, the way is that you make a diary. You make a diary of a dialogue with the divine, day to day dialogue with the divine. जैसे हम मदर की बात कर रहे हैं, because we are working with the mother, for the mother. And so we made kind of in the beginning we made a diary through the first prayer, that whatever I am going through, hey mother, see, this jealousy has come up again. Mother,
Okay.
I'm going through anger again. So what am I doing?
Hmm.
I'm not acting what jealousy is making me act. I'm not following that.
Hmm.
I am just sharing it with the mother, that mother, this has come up again.
Okay.
Right? So two things can happen. One thing is that I just follow the jealous impulse immediately. But
Hmm.
now I have seen that I don't want to do that. I want to do something new with my emotions. So this thing I have practiced with my own emotions, especially negative emotions. That if I want to stop following a particular tendency in my life, there are many, many, many tendencies piled up on ourselves. One thing which has really proved very, very beneficial to me is sharing with the mother. I do it both in thought and feeling, and also sometimes on paper when needed. But I also definitely keep on invoking mother. This tendency has come up again. Mother, see, this the person's thought is coming, and this is what I am feeling again. So just kind of, जैसे होता है ना कि अपना कबर्ड खोल के मदर के सामने रख दिया, चाहे कितना भी कबाड़ है. And their mother is not going to judge, right? The divine is not going to judge. Divine is just going to shower her love on you. And you will see, आप देखो करके इस चीज को, you will see that it actually dissolves, the problem dissolves, it sublimates, as if it did not exist. It may take a couple of moments for you to kind of experience it, practice it. We may forget it many a times.
Yeah.
It's really a beautiful experiment if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah. Because one thing for sure, the thing that we were saying, ki we just, in the name of emotional expression, we actually do more harm than good. मेरे अंदर कुछ चल रहा है movement, और उसको ऑफर करने के बजाय, मदर को शो करने के बजाय, if in the name of emotional expression I shower it on my people around me, or the person who is connected with it, it actually never, never, never helps. The other person also feels so boggled up. So although we fail so many times, but I think this is something which we can kind of become better and better at by practicing again and again. We fail a lot of time, but yeah, just a part of the game, failing.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
But in the process, sorry, just coming
Yeah.
back, in the process what happens is that वो सामने वाला तो बिल्कुल चेंज नहीं होता. आप इतनी चेंज हो जाते हो कि फिर आप बिल्कुल ही नहीं बैठ सकते हो, मतलब लाइक उनके साथ, बिकॉज यू आर नॉट अग्रीइंग ऑन एनीथिंग, इन द सेंस दैट वो वही रह जाती हैं, उनकी
नहीं
वो
प्रीति, I don't
ग्रोथ.
agree actually to this, because I feel that if we do the process fully, within ourselves. अगर आप कह रहे हो ना कि सामने वाला चेंज नहीं होता, इसका मतलब मेरी ही कोशिश में कुछ कमी है. दिस इज व्हाट आई एम अगेन कमिंग आउट ऑफ माई ओन एक्सपीरियंसेस. बिकॉज अगर सामने वाला चेंज नहीं हो रहा है, तो मुझे क्या मिलेगा अपने इनर मूवमेंट्स के प्रति जागरूक होके? What I am gaining is inner strength, which allows me to take on even more and more of pain and torture, so called torture. Huh? And if the need of external torture is kind of gone, then actually we see that either we gain the strength to move out of that relationship, or that person is kicked out of our life. तो अगर मैं ये कह रही हूँ कि मेरा अभी ध्यान ये इसी पे है कि मैं तो कर रही हूँ, सामने वाला नहीं कर रहा, मेरा एफर्ट पूरा नहीं है. This is what I feel from my
Yeah.
own.
I mean, of course, then there has to be one way or the other,
जी
ultimately.
जी
I agree on that. I was just coming to that. Then I mean, that's what I have done. I've kind of stepped myself a little away
जी
because I have to maintain my peace.
exactly
That is one lesson that I've learned.
exactly.
And मेरे साथ तो मेरा बेटा भी जुड़ा हुआ था, तो उसका पीस का भी थोड़ा ध्यान रखना पड़ा था. So anyway, I took that one big step, of
Exactly.
first taking care of myself.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
True that.
So here, Alukda is sharing that mother is sharing these errors that she's finding in herself, and it takes tremendous courage to accept that yes, it was a mistake. It's not easy, it really takes a lot of courage. So mother says, I saw in it a sign that I had made a mistake, that my spiritual energy had given way, that my vision of the all powerful oneness had been obscured. पर्दा पड़ गया था उस पे. That an evil suggestion had succeeded in troubling me in some way, and I bowed down before thee, O Lord, my sweet master, with humility, conscious that I was not yet ripe for the perfect identification with thee. Something in this aggregate, which we call it as ourselves, something is in this aggregate which constitutes the instrument I can put at thy service. It is yet obscure. अभी भी उस पे पर्दे पड़े हैं. Consciousness अभी भी पूरी lit नहीं है. It is yet obscure and lacking in comprehension. Something does not respond as it ought to thy forces. It deforms and obscures their manifestation. This is the veil of the ego. Ego distorts. Ego, adds on its selfish motive in the divine will. It changes, it deforms, just like we go to these fairs and fates, where we have this circus, these different kind of mirrors in which your image looks really distorted. It's not that you are distorted, the image is looking distorted. That is what ego does to the divine will. So, as if there is a curtain, a veil in front of the divine will, and the light is getting distorted owing to the presence of not, of the owing to the presence of a hardened ego. This happens with all of us, and this is the task all of us have to put ourselves again and again back on track to fish out our own selfish agendas and demands and expectations and all that, which distorts the divine will. ये हम सबका अपना काम है. अकेले हैं हम इस पाथ पे, कोई नहीं है हमारे साथ, और कहूं तो है हमारे साथ सब. Divine is there each moment with us. Those of us who feel alone, who feel really rejected by the society, by the family members, they are never alone. If they are on this path, the divine is with them each moment. But it has to be a path of sincerity, that yes, I want to purify my life of my own obscurities. कुछ नहीं है बाहर. बाहर को जो सुंदर बनाना है, जो हमारी कोशिश है रिलेशनशिप्स को सुंदर बनाने की, अंदर से ही उसकी कोशिश शुरू होनी है. If the instrument is not able to purify itself, how can I expect that the other person will able to do it? It is so hard. And the moment I begin to work upon myself, then slowly, owing to the fragrance of my work, owing to the kind of spillage of my work, it reaches people. Whether it is in the family or out of the family, it reaches people. Whoever will be touched will be touched. But then it will not be a manipulative agenda. It will just a spillage. It will just be a spillage कि कब भरा हुआ है तो गिर रहा है. So if I begin to walk on this path of self purification, that is the biggest social service I can do for my own family members, for the rest of the humanity. Not expecting them to change. And obviously, if I have a friend, obviously I must expect him to change. That is the biggest kind of love I can shower upon that friend. That why not become purer and purer? That is, I would say, even a deeper kind of love where we want each one to become more pure in our movements. Right? So, what do? Mother is saying that yes, a suggestion came, a negative suggestion came, just like it comes to us. Some jealousy, some hatred, some anger, something of the other sort. And I followed it. This is what Mother is saying. I followed it. The spiritual energy gave way to that evil suggestion, right? And then I ended up feeling alienated. Now Mother is not wallowing in guilt or having thought that I am not fit for this path and oh my god, what have I done? Not like, not there at all, right? Mother is doing it as an experiment. We should look carefully, look with sincerity and detect that small thing which needs to change. Ab hua kya? A big thing happened, a big situation happened which caused a fall of consciousness. And what did I do? I looked carefully with sincerity. What was it that led to fall or a drop in my consciousness? What was it? I pick it up. Now Mother gives a beautiful example. Mother picks it up like a scientist picks with a forceps. It picks something from the petri dish or whatever experiment I am doing. Mother calls it like a worm in the fruit. You are eating a fruit and you want to pick a worm out of the fruit, and you take a pincer and you take it out. Very, very carefully, meticulously. So this is what Mother is saying. Look very carefully. What we try to do is we try to resolve it with people, with other people and situations. We don't have to go there. Okay? So Mother is saying, look very carefully, and then like a little worm, like a canker, which is something ribbing, like a worm. It's creepy, crawly. Unseen will be found, which was so far unseen कि मुझे पता ही नहीं चल रहा कि मेरे में मूवमेंट क्या हो रही है, क्यों हो रही है. अभी तक तो मैं ये बोल रही थी. हाँ, सो अब मैं जस्टिफाई नहीं कर रही अपने आप को. आई एम नॉट जस्टिफाइंग माई सेल्फ दैट यस दिस मूवमेंट हैपन एंड आई डोंट नो व्हाई इट हैपन. What am I doing? I'm trying to find out the exact reason because I want to purify myself of that reason. Hold it and then take it out. That impurity has to be taken out. Look at it, show the light to it, and it will be a great pain. Yes, it is a great pain. Yes, because it's coming from childhood or maybe from the other lifetime. It has become a part of me, just like a skin. If somebody peels off my skin, it'll hurt. It's a part of my being. And it hurts when that thing which I have been holding on since childhood, since a lifetime, it has to be now taken out because it's not doing me any good. So it hurts. It's great pain. And it's also pain to acknowledge that this ugliness is there in me. But because I love myself so much that I want to purify myself, so I will even go through this pain that is needed in this moment. And then mother says you throw it very far. But I have to really say something here, because if we are actually able to do this exercise, the if we are able to pick it out and throw it away, it never comes back. The hold, there's, further Sri Aurobindo says that you have to again throw, maybe throw it again. The hold of that tendency which you have once carefully taken out and thrown it away from your being, the hold will be so little that it will be effortless to then negate it or reject it. You will know for sure that this movement is just completely futile. I don't want to follow it. Earlier, I was that movement itself. So, hota kya hai that if I am able to clearly, with sincerity, pick out my own selfish motive, some inner tendency, जो hidden है अभी तक since childhood, if I am able to get rid of that in my sincerity, it will never have that hold upon your life again. Never. Then it will be very easy to, just like we throw away flies, we kind of shoo them away. Fly is moving and then we shoo them away. It's not a difficult procedure at all, right? So we must, all of us who want to and are willing, we must try it out whenever we are faced with a confusion, with a challenge, with a something which we want to sort out in our life. And then Sri Aurobindo has later, elaborated that then you will recover very quickly from it. The illumination will be more. पहले तो उससे निकलने में 2 महीने लग गए, 3 महीने निकल गए. हाँ, अब जब next time you will see that the tendency again surfaces, it will be just 1 hour or maybe even lesser, and then you will be able to get light back again in your life, because now you know that it does not have a hold on you. It was something from the outside, and now it can just go away. It's not giving me anything. Yeah. And mother says that this which I was not able to remove from myself, which I followed as an impulse, was what led to an illness. अब होता क्या है, when we fall a trap to an illness, it actually bothers us. Illness becomes a botheration when something is happening to the body. All the attention the body seeks now. क्या करोगे? उस समय बॉडी को ध्यान दोगे या इमोशनल प्रॉब्लम का रिजॉल्व करोगे? Right? So this is what Taru, where you were asking, that it leads to an illness and a veil comes, because that illness now demands all my attention. So first I have to take care of the illness, and parallelly then I also have to take care of emotionally getting rid of that that motive, that hidden thing that I have to be, purifying myself of. Yeah. And then this is also nice, where Alokda is sharing, mother shares that I never go anywhere. You say that, mother, where are you? Where are you? I want your protection. Mother says, I never go anywhere. You go out of my, imagine that, a little child, an infant is standing, maybe like a 1-year-old infant or a child, toddler, and he's holding mom's chunni or maybe sari, and he sees something which looks very, very interesting. Mother stays there, but the child runs after that thing. And then when he feels a lack of peace, feels that, oh my God, I'm so confused and lost, then he keeps kind of coming back to the mother, tracing his steps back to the mother's pallu. So this is what mother is saying, that I never go anywhere. You go running after your excitements, right? Whenever you want, I'm there. Fear is one of the things Alokda is sharing here, which makes us go away from mother's protection, because when mother is there, what is to fear? I can go through all the illnesses when mother is there with me. When I'm letting fear come into my life, allowing it to run my life, it means that I am away from my mother. Myself, I am running away from my mother. The moment I recognize this, that this is happening, I go back to the mother. Mother, I want you. I don't want fear, mother. Mother is there. She will take care of the fear also. So that kind of a childlike, stubbornness to be kind of stationed in the heart level with the mother in all the movements, no matter how many times we slip and fail, has to be there. Kind of a stubbornness. And then once we fall, like a really bad fall in our state of consciousness, how to come back? You come back even more intensely, even aspiring even more intensely कि अब ये गलती हुई है, अब तो मैं अब now I have to be even more careful that I should not be leaving mother's pallu. That's another thing, that maybe some other overwhelming things overpowers me, and again a new tendency arises. That's another matter, but it should not put me into despair that I'm not able to or unfit for walking on this path. That should not happen. And this cannot happen actually for those of us who have started to walk on this path of purifying, sanctifying ourselves towards a better life. Once the fire has been lit, actually it becomes choiceless. You cannot go back. No matter how many friends you may lose on the path, no matter how much pain you have to go through on the path, you will say, better this than the pain of not being with the divine in the other realm. Right? So it's actually a choiceless process after the fire has been lit. It cannot reverse. This process cannot reverse. And this is actually very beautiful, that we, no matter how many times we fail, we actually can never go back. We will only go ahead and ahead. Yeah. So this is the prayer, and yeah, this reminds me, I think a few days ago I was going to enter into a situation where I found myself praying to the mother, that mother, please this time be kind on me, like this, don't give me so much of pain. And the moment this prayer was kind of coming out of my kind of being, immediately I had to really stop myself. Like, I said, Monica, why are you acting so foolish? I immediately changed the prayer and I said, okay, mother, if you are, if I have to go through pain, if that is the best for everyone, mother, let me go through pain. So, that was really a revelation for me, that how I was trying to run away from a pain, kind of an impending danger, if I can say, or something which I'm expecting may happen. And I am saying that, mother, please give me some relief. But then immediately I found myself switching, that, mother, I don't want any relief. You do whatever the best you want, for all of us. So here mother shares that the prayer after this difficult challenge that mother went through is, may all egoism, all limitations, all obscurity disappear. May my consciousness be identified with thy consciousness, so that thou alone mayst be the will acting through this fragile and transient instrument. So mother very well knows and is aware of the fragility of this instrument, that is the body, the human existence. It's fragile. I don't know what is to happen next. Very, very fragile. But whatever you want to do, God, the divine, you make use of this instrument in whatever way you deem fit. Then I don't even have to ask for relief from pain. If you feel that pain is the thing that I need to go through, so be it. Because I don't know what is the use of this instrument that you have given us. We don't know the best use. So here comes further, grounding ourselves in humility. Every time there is a difficulty, every time we suffer a setback, we should not be, oh, I have fallen again. That is not the case. Much with greater sincerity and greater self giving to the divine, to the works of the divine, we should move ahead. Yeah. And then mother finds her invoking even more love, because she's the divine mother. She has to really, she's there on a mission for the mankind. So she's invoking more and more divine love, because love is only thing that can transform. That is why self love comes into picture, that if we ourselves. If I myself am not able to love my jealousy and hatred because I wanted to transform, how am I able to transform my this littleness in my life? How I'll not be able to do that. So love is very important. Love, invoking divine love, invoking divine peace is very, very important if I want my life to be transformed. Yes. And then mother talks about breaking the chains, break these chains of darkness and error, dispel this ignorance, liberate, liberate me, make me see the light. Or intensity, say mother is praying after that fall. Break these chains, the chains of the ego, the images, the identities, the labels that I put on myself, that this is good and that is bad, this should happen, that should not happen. All these chains that I bind myself into. And mother is saying that I would understand whatever you are doing. When you are breaking the chains, I will go through. When the chains of ego are broken, we go through pain. We go through suffering. It's not easy. We are shedding skins of our own self. So mother is saying, break these chains. I'm ready to go through all the pain. I would understand and I would be. Mother is saying, everything is allowed. Whatever thy will needs for its manifestation, do it. Make me do it. Give me the strength. So here Alokda is saying, something. Okay. Yeah. That when the divine begins to break the chains of the ego, it is not easy. Look at what happened to Meera. Her chains broke. And what did she say? जो मैं ऐसो जानती प्रीत किए दुख होए, नगर ढिंढोरा पीटती प्रीत ना कीजे कोई. इतना दर्द हो रहा है ईगो के टूटने का, अपने इमेजेस, लेबल्स, आइडेंटिटीज के टूटने का बहुत दर्द हो रहा है. दुख नहीं, दर्द ज्यादा है तो सुख. इट्स काइंड ऑफ अ स्वीट पेन, बिकॉज आई नो दिस इज हैपनिंग फॉर अ वेरी, वेरी, वेरी ऑस्पिशियस रीजन दैट इट इज हैपनिंग. But dard hota hai, and we all go through that pain of breaking of the ego. When the ego shatters, when we are proven that we don't know what is good for us. Our planning has not been really very, foolproof. The ego realizes its futility. It pains, it hurts. But one part in us also recognizes that the breaking of the ego is very, very auspicious. It just tells me that the divine grace is with me. It's working on me. So, friends, those of us who find ourselves going through this pain of breaking off the patterns of ego, I think we can be really sure and further bow down that yes, the divine is with me. Because अगर मुझे वैसे का वैसे ही रहना है, मुझ पे कोई काम नहीं होना, nobody is going to chisel me, no architect is going to kind of, carve me into a fine specimen, then there will be no pain. No pain, no gain. But if some really fine artist is now trying to carve me out of that stone in which I am hidden, then it will pain. So that pain is really, really very auspicious. All of us have go through, to go through it. So Meera is saying that if I knew that your love is going to be so powerful and intense and going to give me so much suffering by its touch, I would have declared to all of you that better not love. क्योंकि प्यार करने से तो बहुत दुख होता है, करो ही मत. But then the mystics and saints have also known that that is the only way for them, because the love for the divine is so strong that it cannot be stopped. The love for our full manifestation, जो मैं हूं, जो अभी हम बात कर रहे थे कि हमें पता ही नहीं है कि हम हैं कौन. So if I really want to carve myself out of this stone that I am bound into, I will need to go through a lot of pain. Pain will have to become a way of life, in the beginning at least. It's okay to go through pain and tears and all that, right? Yeah, and then coming on to the sense of Mahakali, invoking the sense of divine love, is none else but the Mahakali. So, yeah, I think mother ke upar, there are books where all these aspects of the mother, the aspect of Mahakali, the aspect of Mahalakshmi, and even the other aspect, forgetting the name. So all these are really described in detail. And here Alokda is touching on the aspect of Mahakali, which is aggression. It's like a divine rage which wants purity, like a divine rage. But it's what it is trying to do. It wants purity only. It wants purity and love only. But the expression is intense. It's aggressive expression. And not all of us who are on this path will be able to tolerate that intensity of aggression, that in one moment I am robbed of everything in life and nothing else but divine remains. I'm swept off, all the relationship break, people just go away from my life, for example. That is just one example that I'm sharing. So that is one aggressive intensity that the divine just wants you only for his work, so that everything else now has to be clarified. That intensity we cannot tolerate, most of us. And that is why it is said here that if this happens to us, we will say, oh, mother is so cruel. How can she do this to me? How can she rob me away of all my loved ones? We will not be able to realize that the mother now wants me only for her work. I'll not be able to realize that. And that is why mother says that I don't use the aspect of Mahakali very often, because we are not ready. The being is not strong enough to take that aspect of love. Yeah. Yes. So if one of you, or maybe two of you, because this prayer is a long one, can one by one take read this, and then we can close after that, if not anything. Yeah. So one can read the part in green and the other one in yellow. Yes. Anyone?
Okay, I will start.
Okay. Okay.
It is so beautiful.
Yeah.
The way one prayer after the other has sequenced in our lives to get more clarity and to feel comfortable in our own skin.
Yeah.
Just at the moment when I felt the imperious need for the regular resumption of these notes to come out of this invading mental inertia, my physical organism sustained a defeat such as it had not known for several years. And for a few days, all the forces of my body failed me. I saw in it a sign that I had made a mistake, that my spiritual energy had given way, that my vision of the all powerful oneness had been obscured, that an evil suggestion had succeeded in troubling me in some way. And I bowed down before Thee, O Lord, my sweet Master, with humility, conscious that I was not yet ripe for the perfect identification with Thee. Something in this aggregate which constitutes the instrument I can put at Thy service is yet obscure and lacking in comprehension. Something does not respond as it ought to Thy forces. deforms and obscures their manifestations.
Yeah, maybe next, any one of you can take this yellow part.
I can go. A
Yes,
great
please.
problem presented itself before me, and my illness covered it with its veil and prevented me from solving it. Now that I live again in the feeling of the unity, the problem no longer appears to have any meaning, and I do not understand it very well. It seems to me that I have left something far behind me and that I am slowly awaking to a new life. I would wish that it may not be an illusion and that the profound and smiling peace may return forever. O my divine Master, my love aspires after thee more intensely than ever. Let me be thy living love in the world and nothing but that. May all egoism, all limitations, all obscurity disappear. May my consciousness be identified with thy consciousness, so that thou alone may be the will acting through this fragile and transient instrument. O my sweet Master, with what an ardour my love aspires for thee! Grant that I may be only thy divine love, and that in everything this love
I think we lost Taru on the way, huh? Some net issue, internet issue. Taru, are you still there, Taru?
So if you want, I can read the last line which
Yes,
was
please.
left.
Yes,
Yeah.
Priyanka. Please do that. Yeah.
So just reading the last line.
Yes.
Grant that I may be only the divine love, and that in everything this love, sorry, this this love may awake powerful and victorious.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry, I was not able to view it clearly. So
अच्छा कोई बात नहीं कोई बात नहीं. Yeah. One thing, coming back to after this, I think it has invoked many things in our life. This prayer. One thing which Preeti shortly hinted at was, making uncomfortable things, making space for them in our relationships, for them to be discussed. I think that really requires a lot of love for each other. Maybe we don't love each other enough, so that we are fine with the other sharing the hideous of his thoughts with us. क्योंकि हमें लगता है कि या तरु इट्स ओके द लास्ट लाइन प्रियंका रेड आफ्टर यू सो या इट्स ओके so just touching upon something which I resonated from Preeti's sharing. So I was sharing that the fact that we are not able to discuss the ugliest of emotions, uh, we are not able to discuss them over, for example, a cup of coffee. Why not? That hey, I am going through jealousy, and this is the fear I feel at this moment. Not to indulge in them, in the sense not to just keep on talking about the emotions, but yes, making it a part of my daily life, that yes, this happens with me, not uh, not to be kind of curtailed in expression, just owing to the fact that the other person may reject me. So मुझे ये feel हो रहा है that we really don't love each other enough if we are not able to allow each other to go through all the ups and downs in life. तो हमें अपने जैसे as mentioned in the PDF, that if love is not working, the doctor said increase the dose of the love. So I think this is what we all need to do in our own relationships, in our own relationship with the divine. Increase the intensity first with the divine connection, and also in the relationship with people around us, because that is our biggest challenge, to have that transformation in our relationships. Can I be so much in love with people around me that I allow them to go through all the ups and downs in life, that I don't judge them based on what they are going through? If I begin to do that, then one drop less of impurity in this ocean of impurities. Can we do that? Can I ask myself that, would I like to do that? Because it's hard, it takes a lot of courage to be with the other person and let him go down and up, whatever ugly and nasty emotions the other person may be having, and still be available to love the other person. It requires tremendous courage. So what this really kind of left me kind of reflecting what Preeti has shared, that why are we not able to uh, just let go of this fear of rejection, that the person will reject me if I share this with the other person. Maybe let him reject the maybe we should allow ourselves to get rejected, कि तेरे को अगर इस बात पे मेरे को reject करना है, you better reject me, because this is my truth in this moment. So if you want to leave me owing to the fact that I am going through this, better leave me sooner or later. And that is the, again, जैसे है ना, तप तप के ही सोना कुंदन बनता है, this is the fire of kind of life, the fire of life, which tells us about our own connections, which purifies us, and which makes the bond of love, if I can say, even stronger, and which gives us the courage to go through anything. So ये मुझे दिख रहा है थोड़ा सा, that we actually need to increase the dose of love in our life, give ourselves more space, each other more space. Yeah. Yeah, thank you Gurpreet ji. Thank you.